Fresh clashes erupted between armed gunmen and Israeli troops in the northern West Bank city of Jenin today. The hostilities escalated this morning as Israeli forces raided the Jenin refugee camp, killing 5 Palestinians, including a teenager, and leaving as many as 66 wounded. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to strike terrorism with might and determination. Now, according to a statement from the Israeli military, the raid was orchestrated to arrest militants. According to reports, one of the suspects they were looking for is speculated to be the son of an imprisoned Hamas leader. However, the Israeli onslaught backfired when one of the military vehicles exiting the camp was hit by an explosion. The scene soon turned into a theater of battle, resulting in heavy exchange of fire between armed gunmen and the Israeli forces. An Israeli chopper had to be called in to evacuate the Israeli forces from the area. On the other hand, Palestine's health ministry has reported that 5 people were killed during the clash. It also added that at least 66 people were severely left injured in the skirmish. Now, among those killed included a 15-year-old teenager, Ahmad Sakir. His inconsolable father said his son was in the 8th grade. They were protesting against Israeli raids in the area. This comes in the backdrop of Israel approving thousands of building permits in the West Bank despite US pressure to halt settlement expansion that Washington sees as an obstacle to peace with the Palestinians. Israel had recently tabled plans to approve over 4,500 housing units in various areas of the West Bank, although only over 1,300 are up for final approval. The remainder units are yet to undergo the preliminary clearance process. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the Haifa hospital, where 5 out of 7 wounded Israeli soldiers were hospitalized. Speaking about Israeli West Bank raid, he said that he will strike terrorism with might and, as we mentioned earlier, determination.
אנחנו מכים בטרור בעוצמה ובנחישות. בחודשים האחרונים אנחנו חיסלנו ועצרנו מספר שיא של מחבלים. כך היה גם אמש בפעולה באזור ג'נין. כוחותינו חיסלו כמה מחבלים, עצרו אחרים, נתקלו במערב אש ופעלו בצורה יוצאת מן הכלל.
For the latest, our correspondent Jody Cohen sent us this report from Ranana. Listen in.
The Palestinians are boycotting the economic summit of Palestinian and Israeli finance officials, which was due to take place today in opposition to Israel's announcement on settlements. The Palestinians want the West Bank to be part of the future Palestinian state, while Israel argues it has historic and legal rights to the areas and that final borders would be agreed in any final negotiations. Meanwhile, there have been further clashes today with Islamic Jihad's Al-Quds Brigade reportedly ambushing Israel Defense Force troops in Jenin. Latest figures suggest 7 Israeli soldiers were injured as they went to arrest terror suspects, and 4 Palestinians were killed in an exchange of fire. And for the first time since the early 2000s, the IDF said it responded from the air to enable the airlifting of its wounded troops. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.